Hello, my name is John, and I've been a patient of Dr. Straley's for about 10 years now, and I was exposed to the imaet system for a few different sessions, and since then I acquired a personal imaet system, and I've been using it for a few years now. In my day-to-day job, I do a lot of travel, a lot of airports, hotels, conferences, a lot of icky places, and a lot of handshaking with that. So one of the aspects that I use the imaet for is kind of pre-trip as well as a post-trip kind of a session that I will do to myself, kind of a balancing of health. Specifically, some of the things I'm looking for, there's a variety of panels in the imaet system, and often I'm looking at the viruses panel there for flu or other rogue viruses, and a lot of attention on the bacteria panel. Certainly in those places that I work and through the airports, there's a tremendous amount of ick factor, shall we say. So it makes me feel good that I can kind of try to top up and balance my health before a trip, and then upon return from a trip, I'm able to see what I may or may not have picked up. Probably use it anywhere between 2 to 4 times per month, and kind of use it as a balancing. There's another panel that I often refer to as the toxicity and parasites. Again, when I travel so much on the road, I eat a lot of restaurant food and in different entities. Some of them are low diners on up to higher end, but we never know what really we're eating necessarily or the food preparation quality from that. One of the surprising things about the imaet system for me has been the emotional panel, and I went through a late in life divorce, and while you talk to friends and talk to counselors from that standpoint, there's a certain amount of emotion that sort of stays within, and it was surprising to me how the imaet system picked up on some of these feelings that I had, but I found that the balancing attributes of the imaet system over a period of time really helped kind of lessen the intensity of some of those emotions. So that one's always surprising, what might come up in that. There's so many things that the imaet system can do for me personally, but one of the last elements I use quite frequently is the brainwave tuning. Because I travel coast to coast often from different times, I'm in different sleeping patterns, if you will. So the deep rest state gets very disrupted, 3-hour time zone swing typically. So I found that that's helped balance for the deep rest sleep. I think all of us can benefit here and again from stressors that we have in our day-to-day jobs from that. So the calm, intuitive nature of that kind of helps take me down a notch. The homeopathy panel is always a surprising one too. A session for me could be as short as 30 minutes, but typically it's 45 minutes, I would say, to perhaps an hour from that, and that kind of fits into my schedule pretty well from that standpoint. And it only takes maybe 4 to 5 minutes to get it all hooked up, if you will, so it's not too onerous from that perspective. So I think in summary, what I find is that the imaet system is my personal health balancing coach, and that's a very positive experience that I've had with it thus far, and look forward to continuing.